So this is a pretty nervous little Arab and not really been fond of being hosed down in the past. So I'm just working with him to help him get a little more comfortable with being hosed down. He's just had a pretty nice session, so he's a little hot, a little sweaty, there's flies on him. And what I'm looking at right now is where is he the most comfortable with me in this hose. So to start out, he's much more comfortable with me in his left eye and in front of him. So you can see that I'm staying in front and just off to his left and trying to present this water where it feels best in a way that doesn't scare him. So he's getting pretty comfortable with this water on his chest. You can tell by his eyes and ears he's not too disturbed, not too upset. And then as I go around to his right side, I'm careful to go around pretty far in front. You can see he's pretty concerned about it. He's checking it out. He wants to put it back in his left eye. So I'm letting him check it out before going any further, and he's actually getting kind of curious about it, which is great. We love that. This is a point where I would not do more to make him suspicious. And now I can spray the water on his right side, on his shoulder a little bit. There's a big bug there. Got that bug. And then I can go back over to his left side where he's comfortable, because I just showed him something different he's not real familiar with, and then we go back to where he feels the best about it. And now I'm moving this hose a little differently, spraying it over his back, spraying his hind legs a little bit. He didn't really particularly love having it touch his hind legs. You can see because he moved forward. So I just go back to where he's comfortable and migrate back over. And you can see that I'm using the hose in a way that is the least scary presentation possible. I've got my thumb to make a little mist. I'm making sure that that hose doesn't get under his chin or in front of him in a way that would feel pretty threatening. And when I spray his back, I'm spraying his back by spraying up over the shoulder. So that is what he told me was the most easy way for him to accept. So instead of spraying directly on his back, I'm spraying that mist up over his shoulder, down his back and hind legs. And I'm just watching his facial expressions all the time to make sure that he's comfortable. I'm not moving too fast for him, not doing anything that makes him feel threatened. I want him to feel good about this experience. And then on that right side again, he tells me he's pretty uncomfortable. And you can see that I'm not restraining him. I'm not holding him. If he goes forward, I just bring him back. Instead of holding him, I'll just show him in a way that he can understand that he doesn't feel so threatened he needs to move. But if I held him and just sprayed him down, he would feel much more concerned about this. So I'd rather take it a little slower and work off of where he's comfortable. So I just kind of help him stay with me for a second and then immediately let him back go. And I try to spray in a spot where he's comfortable. Try to help him figure out that this actually is going to make him feel better. So I'm spraying that right shoulder. That's where he's the least concerned. Anytime he wants to leave, I just help him stay with me for a second. So you can see from his ears and his eyes, he's not quite so comfortable on this side. But it's not so bad on that shoulder. Doesn't like it on his hind leg yet. Now his eyes are starting to soften a little. It's not so bad. And I go back to the left side where he's much more comfortable again. So he made a nice change on the right side, and I went back to the left side where he's comfortable. Something caught his attention, and mine too. So I just asked him to bring it back. There he is, back with me. Caught his attention again. And I just wait. I'm spraying his back over the shoulder again. He's pretty relaxed. He's in a pretty good spot. And so this is where I put him up. So something that scared him turned into something that he could actually feel pretty good about, because we took it slow and we watched his facial expressions, and by reading them, I made sure to not go farther than he could handle.